Because my family's went here ever since I was a baby, and I think my mom went here as a child also.
I attend Grace because she invited me.
I attend Grace because I think we have kind of a unofficial policy that you come as you are. And I don't mean just in shorts or blue jeans or flip-flops or a suit, tie, dress, fancy or not. I mean, you come with your brokenness, your baggage, or if you got it all together, you come also. The most important thing, you just come.
It means the world to me because I can come here and worship and know that I'll be accepted and not be judged.
It means a lot to me because you can worship however you feel like it, and like most churches don't have the type of worship that we have, and it's just great that we can do that.
Grace means to me fellowship with other Christians trying to follow Jesus.
It's helped me grow in my faith with being part of the youth group and the worship team and worshiping in front of everybody, knowing that we just do it for God.
Grace has taught me how to worship and how to connect with God and not care what anyone thinks about you. You just connect with God and worship Him how you know how to.
My life's been changed because I just have a better understanding of the Lord, and that brings a certain peace. I was flying back from Chicago about a month ago, headed into Charlotte, and there was a storm and there was a delay. And the pilot came on and said, "We're going to have to make a decision soon because we're running out of fuel." In the past, I would have freaked out and panicked. I mean, major. But there's this peace. I knew the Lord was taking care of me. And I've gotten that peace and understanding from attending Grace.
I hope that we outreach to more youth and get them to grow and know Christ better, because the youth is the future of this community.
Grace has supported many ministries through the years, and we've been involved in things, and I just really hope and pray that we increase those ministries and go beyond the walls of this church. That's what we're called to do. We're called to do that as Methodists. We're called to do that from the Lord. And that's what I see as most important.
Grace has helped me grow a lot because now I can connect with God and not care what anyone around me thinks, and see all the different types of worship and know that it doesn't matter how I worship as long as I'm connecting with God wholeheartedly.
I've increased my faith through the different Bible studies we've had here in Sunday school, and I think that's led to being a better disciple. The last couple of years I've gone on a couple of missions trips, and I would have never done that if it hadn't been for Grace and getting in the Word and learning and growing in my faith.
My favorite thing worshiping here at Grace is seeing that even the elders of Grace can worship as well as the youth. And it might be in different ways, but we're all worshiping together.
I like how we're so different in how we worship. Like, we might dance and they just stand and lift their hands. It doesn't matter. We're all worshiping God the way we feel we should.
You know, it's really hard to pick one thing about the worship service that I like the most. I had to pick the whole service. The fact that the music's wonderful, our youth is involved in the worship team. Then there's this guy named Jason. You know, he talks a lot, but he brings a straightforward message, and he tells you what you need to know. It used to be that I would sit there and look at my watch and try to figure out what time we're going to get out so I could get home and eat. I don't look at that watch anymore.